Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're here, you're probably wondering how AutoCAD works. And trust me, it's very easy. All you need are around 10 to 15 commands and you're good to go. Okay, so without wasting your time, I'll just jump right to it. And if you're new here, please subscribe. So I'm using AutoCAD 2018. It's just opening up. And once AutoCAD starts running, you'll head over here to get started, start drawing. Okay, there are a few things you need to do before you actually start drawing. Okay, I don't like the grid here, so I'm just going to turn it off. It's a personal thing. You can have it on if you want. Okay, the first thing you need to do is fix the units. Okay, so we'll type in U and enter. Something like this will show up. You need to fix it by going into length and architecture. Precision, it can be 1/8 or 1/16, really doesn't matter. I'll just go with 1/8. And that's it. The second step is fixing the annotations. Okay, so we'll head over here, select, open this up, something like this will pop up, and go into modify. Once you're in modify, you need to change two things. First of all, text height. I'll just put this to 2 feet, I guess. Okay, 2 feet, that's fine. And the second thing you need to change is go into primary units and go into architecture. And that's it. You're good to go. Okay. So there are many dimensions when you're dealing with drafting a plot. I'll just go with 45/80. Okay. So just type in 45 feet, enter, and by 80. Just type in 80 feet, enter, and repeat the process, 45 feet and 80 feet. Okay, once you're here, this is called a site plan. This is basically a selected part of the land where you can draft your plan in, a construction area in other terms. Okay, so I don't like my plan being here, so I'm just going to select it. Press M for move and move it up. Okay, I like it here. Okay, now there are two ways to measure the length of any line. Okay, we'll go with, first way is DAL, enter. And you might need to enter it twice. Okay, so my first line is A-OK. And my second line is also fine. This is why we did the first two steps, fixing the annotations and the units. Okay, we are sure that our site plan is fine. Let's start drafting. Okay, in most places we like to leave a few like dead spaces around the house. This is basically for ventilation, and it's regulations in most part of the world. So what we'll do is, this is the area we need to work within. We cannot exceed this part, right? Okay. Usually the dimensions of the thickness of any wall is around 6 inches. So what we'll do is, we'll type in OF, offset, enter it again, select the line, and then we'll type in the dimension. So if I choose my line to be 6 inches, enter. Now I have a 6-inch offset. All this really does is saves time, nothing else. I need one here, 6 inches, another 6-inch line here, and another one here. Okay, so what I need to do now is fix these extra lines that I don't want. There are two ways to do this. One is you can just simply grab this point and push it here. But honestly, it takes a lot of time doing this. If you're working with a lot of deadlines, you need something fast. So type in TR, double enter. This is the trim command. Now you can get rid of these. I just think it's a more faster way of dealing with this. Okay, now you have a boundary around your plot. Part 2. Okay, once you have this here, then we can start drafting. Okay, so as I said before, we need around 3 feet extra from this side. So offset, enter, 3 feet. Okay, 3 feet from here, 3 feet from here, 3 feet from here. Okay, then we'll use the trim command again, tr, double enter, cancel these dead lines. Okay, so I want my main gate to be around here, right? So what I'm going to do is, usually for the garden area, we'll leave around 6 feet. So 6 feet, offset again, 6 feet, enter. Okay, so this can be my garden area, or actually I'll go with 8 feet. Offset, 8 feet, enter. Right, okay. And I need an area to park my cars, right? So what I'm gonna do is, okay, the basic dimensions of a car park for one car is 18 by 9. So if I want 2 cars, so I need around 18 by 18 space. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to offset 18 feet from here and 18 feet from here. Okay, the rest of the lines are dead lines. So I'm going to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. Okay, the trim command can only delete lines which intersect a few points, right? More than one point. So if we have a line like this, which is only intersecting with one point, what you're going to do is select this line and just delete it. Okay, so this is my parking. And okay, it's getting too confusing. Let's delete all the dead lines here. Trim. Okay, see? Let's delete this line. Okay. Trim, 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 trim. Okay. And then I'll form another line because this is our garden area. This is our construction area. So what I'm going to do is line. I'm going to draw a straight line here. And then trim. Okay. This part is going to be our construction area where we're actually going to live in, where we're going to lie a roof. Okay, so this is my parking, this is my green area, and this is my construction area. So okay, so how am I going to take this? I'm going to draw this with an extremely basic approach. So okay, again, these are walls, right? So these have to be 6 inches. They could be 9 inches, but we'll just take it to 6 inches for this exercise. Offset, 6 inches. Okay. Here, 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 here. Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of all the dead lines. Trim, 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 trim. Get rid of all these lines. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, now we are left with this space. For this, there are 2 ways to do this. Again, 2 ways. One is you can grab one line, extend it, grab another line, extend it, and then with the trim command, we can get rid of the excess lines. Or, and a faster way to do this is just type F, enter, select this line, and you're good to go. Okay, so this is going to be on the construction area. So how are we going to take this? Okay, so we have the dead space here. How are we going to take this? Let's start from the start. So I would want my door here. This is again, this is extremely basic. I'm not even planning anything. Okay. So the main entrance has to be 4 feet. Let's keep that. These are standard sizes. So offset 2 feet. Okay. So 2 feet here, 2 feet here. Cancel this out. This is your door. And what you're going to do now is trim. Okay, so this is your door and you've trimmed it. So this is sort of an entry space. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, say 2 feet. And stick it here. And our standard size for stairs is 1 by 6. So the tread has to be 1 feet where you put your foot, and the rise, and you understand the riser, has to be 6 inches. So in 2 feet, I need 4 steps. Okay, so I need 1 feet over here. Let's suppose this place is around 1 feet up, right? So I need just 1 step. So what I'm going to do is offset 1 feet, enter. So this area right here notates your stairs. Okay, so you get up inside. So what's going to greet you first of all? It can be a lounge, or mostly, let's just keep it a lounge. Okay. So we can have our lounge area here, our guest area here, and 2 huge bedrooms here, and we'll be good to go. Let's just take the bedrooms out of the way first. Offset. I want my bedrooms to be, let's say 18 feet in width, right? Okay, so 18 feet. Offset. Okay, this is my bedroom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out, for suppose, 5 feet more for my bathrooms, attached baths. 5 feet, offset. Okay. And let's draw a line from the midpoint straight up. So what I'm going to use this space as cupboards, right? So, okay, let's get this through. So a standard passage has to be around, let's say 4 feet. So offset 2 feet, 2 feet here, 2 feet here. Trim the middle lines. Okay. Trim the middle lines. Okay. So this is our bedroom, this is our bedroom, bathroom, bathroom. Okay, I want my cupboards to be at least 2 feet. So offset, enter, 2 feet. Sorry, I did something wrong, I guess. Offset, 2 feet, enter, enter. Okay, so let's trim the dead lines. Let's trim this one, trim this one. Okay, let's trim this one. So trim the wrong line. Okay, so this is going to be our passage where we're going to enter both rooms. Okay, a standard door is around 3 feet. So what you're going to do here, offset 3 feet. Okay, and now cut the dead lines. This line, this line, this line. So now we have an entry point and we have room for our cupboards. Okay, there are 2 ways to do this. We can either, okay, let's just leave it as here. Just leave it here. Okay, now we have to put in the thickness of our walls. 6 inches, enter. I did something wrong, offset, 6 inches. Our bathroom is going to be a little smaller, so let's just take one outside, out, in, and we're good to go. Okay, again using the F command, not using trim here, F command, enter, enter, we're good to go. Okay, again F command, then use trim. Okay. Just use trim here. F, trim. Okay, now let's cut out these lines as well. And we're good to go. Okay. But again, the cupboards need to be casted in something. We're just going to cast it into our walls. So what that means is this has to be 6 inches, and to maintain symmetry, let's go with 3 inches on both sides. So that's 3 inches here, 3 inches here, and let's cut the red lines. Okay, so here, 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 and delete. Okay, now we have walls that house our cupboards. I see a dead line here, trim, enter. So these are our cupboards, and these are our bathrooms. Room, okay. What can we add here? We can add stairs. So stairs. A normal stair length has to be around 4 feet. So we're designing a U stair here, so we need around 4 feet here and 4 feet here, so 8 feet. We need 8 feet of space here. Offset, 8 feet, enter, pull it from this side, 8 feet. Okay, offset, 6 inches to house the wall, trim, enter here, just draw a line here using the L command. Okay, again, I'm going to take one line here. As you learned before, the length or where our foot actually touches has to be 1 feet, and the amount of rise that we're getting has to be 6 inches. So what we're going to do is offset 1 feet. Okay, 1 feet, 1 feet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more thing that we need. If you're coming upstairs, there has to be a landing here. The landing has to be at least 4 feet. So 4 feet, offset, 4 feet, enter. Okay, so this is our dimension. Okay, this is, okay, offset, 1 feet. Okay, so this is the space that remains. So if I just type in DIL, so, okay, that's fine. Then we're going to draw one line straight from the middle. Okay, so let's get this. Okay, let's start counting. So, okay, 2 stairs represent 1 feet. So 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5, 6. Okay, 6 feet here, 6 feet here. So the total length, the total height that we are achieving using these stairs is around 12.5 feet. So that's more than enough. Usually the houses are around 11 feet high, so that's fine. And usually the houses are around 10, 11 feet high. And if we include the slab, that's going to be around another feet. So this is fine. 12 feet is fine. Okay, so how do we treat the stairs? What we're going to do here is we are going to offset 3 inches here and 3 inches this side and 3 inches this side, and we are going to remove all of these lines. Okay, delete this one. Okay, and what we're going to do instead is draw a railing around the stairs, right? So offset 3 inches. So here, here, and here. And again, one more command that we have to learn is EX, which stands for extend. So if we draw this and tap it again, so we can extend this line. All this does is just makes your life easier. And get rid of this, get rid of all of these lines. Okay. Now we have a railing as well. Okay. Right. Next step, we need to design, let's say, a kitchen. Let's design a kitchen right here. So usually a kitchen can vary. Let's find out how. Enter again. Okay, so this is around 15 feet. So 15 feet, and if we go for another 12 feet, so this is the space that we're actually getting, right? No, but we don't want this. Also, you can have, okay, let's just leave it at that. So this is around 15 feet. Get rid of this, offset. Wait a second, no. Cut kar dena yaar. Okay. So we can have our dining area here, or we can have it here. Let's have it here. I like it here. Okay. So dining area will be around, let's say, 9 feet. Enter. And here. So this can be our dining area. And most of the people have their guests around here, so what we can actually do is make another entry here. So let's say I want my entry here. Okay. We will extend these lines, and we can have offset 1 feet. So 1 feet, 2 feet. Okay, let's get rid of the dead lines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and delete these lines. Okay. Trim this one. Okay, this can't be trimmed. Delete. And now we have a space for another door. So how DIL, the length, 5 feet is more than enough. Okay, 5 feet, so we can have, let's draw a line here, offset 6 inches, 6 inches, one line, delete, offset 4 feet, line here, TR, double enter. Now we have 2 entrances to our house. This leads to a lounge, this leads to a drawing room. Okay, one issue that we're having, see, this line has to be linear, and we cannot have this area stepping out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a line, straight line here, and we are going to get rid of this area. Enter, delete, let's slip this in. Okay, so this is going to be our drawing room. Offset, let's add on the walls. Offset 6 inches, trim. Okay, it's not important to have a wall on top of this because this is just a raised platform. Okay, right. So this can be secluded from this area, so you have a bit of privacy, and this area can be left open. Or we can just have a door here. 3 feet is more than enough. So 3 feet. Grab this line, take it up to here, delete, and TR, delete, delete, delete. Okay. Right. So we have complete privacy over here while also having a guest room. Sorry, not a guest room at all. And dining room here, drawing room here, we're good to go. Okay, now all that's left is possibly a guest room, a kitchen, and a lounge. So we enter here. Can we have a fire in this? Yes, we can. Okay, how about this? We can have, okay, fine. Let's take it like this. Offset 4 feet. Here, dead space. Enter, delete. Okay. So this area can be our bathroom for our outer bathroom. And this can be our foyer, right? So you enter here, you have your lounge here and your kitchen here. Okay, offset, let's say 12 feet. 12 feet, enter. Offset 12 feet. Okay, this can be our kitchen, right? This can be a kitchen, this can be our lounge. Yes, it's I am not impressed with how things are turning out in this plan because I hate linear planning, but I needed this is the first video, by the way, so I needed to experiment myself. Okay, so trim, 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 and trim. Okay, so this can be our foyer, little sitting area. We can have, let's suppose 5 feet. 5 feet. Trim this line. Okay, delete this line. Now we're going to use a command called join. So that's going to be J, enter, select the 2 lines, enter, and there you go. Okay, so you have your foyer here, your lounge here, kitchen here. Add walls to the line, 6 inches, 6 inches. We're going to use F for this. There you go. We're going to use trim for this line and this line. Okay, so basically we have the bare bone of our planning right here. Next step is adding windows. We need to add windows here. Let's just check our drawing. Everything seems fine. Okay, before we do that, let's add doors to our bathrooms. So offset, doors are usually 2.5 feet. So 2 feet, 6 inches, enter. 1 here. Okay, let's give it some gap first. Offset, offset, 6 inches. Set up a gap here. Offset, 6 feet, 2 inches. Okay. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, this is 1 entry. So line, offset, 6 inches. Okay, let's get rid of this. Offset, let's 2.5 feet. Enter here. Okay, these are our entry points, right? Okay, we do not need such a huge bathroom. So what we're gonna do is, let's measure this out. DAL, enter, double enter. Okay, this is around, right, 16.5 feet. We don't need that big of a bathroom. So offset, 10 feet on both sides. So no, we need ventilation. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So we need ventilation as well. This is very important to consider. All, like for suppose if we are designing the kitchen here, we need ventilation. This is why we left these parts, right? Okay, so don't do that. Let's just change where we have placed our doors. Okay, so let's place our doors around here. Right, 2 lines, 6-inch gaps, offset, 6 inches, 6 inch here, 6 inch here. Let's get rid of these extra lines, dead, and offset, 2.6 feet, here. Okay, trim the extra lines, trim. This is our entry. Now we don't need such a huge bathroom, so what you're gonna do is offset 10 feet. 10 feet here. So 10 feet, 6 inches for our walls, offset, 6 inches, 6 inches. Okay, trim the extra lines, trim. Please understand this, trimming the lines is extremely important because that's what brings finesse to your design. Okay, now we need an entry point for our Okay, now we need an entry point for our bathroom itself. Okay, so let's do this simultaneously. Right, again 2.5 feet, enter, offset, offset, trim the lines, and there you go. So this area can be our walk-in closet, or it can be anything. It can be, well, it's stupid to leave it dead, but this can be our walk-in closet. So what we can do is add a closet here. But you need to make sure that you have enough space to walk around. So is this enough space? Yes, this is plenty, right? Okay, here, here, and here. So this is our walk-in closet, our bathroom, and we'll get to the furniture in a bit, probably in the next video. Okay, so now we have to add windows. Okay, this is why we left these spaces, so we can actually incorporate the windows here. Okay, so let's find the midpoint. Okay, let's try two types of windows here. So if this is the midpoint and this is my wall, so this is around, let's say 15 feet, right? So I want a wall, I want a window offset of 12 feet. Huge window, we necessarily don't need that, but for the sake of this video, let's give it a shot. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is how you denote a window. Okay. So these are the 2 points. Make one line here. Okay. And then what I do is just make an extra line here, extra line here. So what it does is it gives you a middle point of this line, right? Okay. So this and this. So this is how you define a window in CAD. Okay, now we're going to try a different window here. So I want, let's put 2 lines here. 2 lines, offset, let's say 4 feet. 4 feet, here, here, and let's just get rid of these lines. Okay. So this is our midpoint. This is our midpoint. Okay, we'll use the F function here. Right. Okay, let's just make 2 extra lines. And because this is an angled window, we'll have to do the same here. Okay, so let's extend our lines from the midpoints. Here, here. Extend the lines, okay. 2 more lines. Okay, trim, trim, and this is a corner window. And usually the bathroom ventilators, they are 8 feet up and around 2 feet. So let's find out how wide we have. We have around, okay, fine. So midpoint, sorry. Where's our midpoint? Midpoint, offset, offset, 1 feet, 1 feet here, 1 feet here, close it up, middle point, midpoint. Okay, so this is what a window looks like, a corner window looks like, a straight window looks like, and what a ventilator looks like, right? Okay, so you can repeat all these steps here. I'm not going to, because then the video is going to be like 2 hours long. We're still pushing like 50 minutes. Okay, so this is what you have to do. And notations. So if I want to know how, if I'm going to explain to someone, if I just send him the drawing, how big these spaces are, I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to enter T, enter text. I'm just going to place a box right here, and I'm going to type 15, let's for suppose 15 feet dash, for suppose 9 inches, x or small x, let me just fix that, and by 18 feet dash 0 inches. Sorry, feet 0 inches. Okay, and this was our bedroom, right? So let's just fix this. By the way, all the letters that you're going to use here are going to be in capital. So bedroom, and that's it. This is how you donate. Let's just fix this up in the middle. And okay. See? Okay, this is how you're going to fix this. You're going to select all of this. You're going to go into scale, SC, scale. Just grab this by this point and just increase its size. Okay, I think this is enough. Then just M, move it to wherever you want. And obviously it's going to be harder to do this for every room. So let's just select this, copy, Control C and Control V, and here it is. So now all I have to do is recheck. See, I found the text. Red line here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so DLI, enter. So this is 18 feet, and this is going to be 17. Okay, so this is how I'm going to change this. Let's change it to 17, and let's say 2. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so this is how you draft a 2D plan on AutoCAD. Wasn't that hard. I hope this was helpful. Even if you have the basic steps which I have taught you today, you can design any floor plan. All you need is a bit of creativity and the basic commands of AutoCAD, and you can design any space. I hope this was really helpful to you. We haven't discussed a few things like curved surfaces and hatching and a bunch of other things, but that will be in a follow-up video. But I hope this was helpful, and thank you, and like and subscribe.